Soft, whimsical music begins and fades slightly into the background. Allow me, if you will, to recount a rather peculiar episode that unfolded not too long ago. The music swells slightly, then recedes, leaving a focused atmosphere. Listen closely now, dear friends. Picture, if you can, a certain Peter Piper. He wasn't just any fellow, oh no. Peter Piper was an ambitious sort, known far and wide for his peculiar passion, picking peppers. Not just any peppers, mind you, but pickled peppers. And not merely a few, but a peck of them, a measure of bounty, a small mountain of preserved produce. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, the tale goes. Simple enough, wouldn't you agree? But then, the curious question arises, like a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit, a peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? A soft, intrigued chuckle might be imagined here. I know, Jessica, it sounds utterly baffling when you first hear it, doesn't it? Who, in the name of common sense, is Peter Piper? Well, my dear, that's precisely the point. Peter Piper isn't a real person, nor is he picking particularly special peppers. He's the star of a tongue twister, a linguistic labyrinth designed to test the flexibility and precision of one's speech. A tongue twister, you see, is crafted from a carefully chosen, or, perhaps, carefully chosen, sequence of words. They often feature similar-sounding syllables, tricky consonant clusters, or rapid vowel shifts, all conspiring to trip up the unwary tongue. They rarely, if ever, form a coherent narrative or express a profound truth. Their sole purpose is playful confusion. Let me demonstrate a simpler one for you, I continued, sensing her bewilderment. Listen carefully, a big black bug bit a big black bear. Oh, dear me, she gasped, covering her mouth. That's too fast. My tongue feels like it's running a marathon before it even started. Could you, perhaps, slow down the pace of that particular phrase? Of course, I said, accommodating her request. Let's try it together, slowly, a big black bug bit a big black bear. A moment of concentration, the music perhaps pausing to reflect the effort. Phew, she breathed, a wry smile touching her lips. My tongue feels like it's trying to escape on its own. It was doing that to me too, you know. I know the feeling, I chuckled. But you handled it well. You have quite a knack for navigating these verbal minefields. Ha! Thank you, she replied, her smile widening. That's kind. Could you try repeating that first one for me again, the Peter Piper one? Maybe just a little slower this time. All right, she took a deep breath, focusing. Peter Piper picked a pickle? She faltered, a hint of uncertainty in her voice. Ah, not quite, I gently corrected. Just a little tweak needed. Let's try it again, slowly. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Yes, like that. A pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked. And then, if Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where's the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? A moment of silence, perhaps punctuated by a soft sigh as she concentrates, the background music almost inaudible. Right, she took another breath, determined. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where's the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? A triumphant note in the background music, resolving into a pleasant chord. Excellent! You've got it now, I praised. See? A bit of patience, and even the most tangled tongue twister can be untangled. Good job, she echoed with a laugh. Twister twisting is really rather fun, isn't it? Indeed it is, I agreed. And since we're on such a delightful linguistic detour, let me teach you one more, perhaps a bit more delicious. Go on, she encouraged. Ah, you'll recognize this one. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. The music becomes slightly more upbeat, cheerful. Let's try it together. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Hee hee, makes me feel like having an ice cream cone myself. The sound of satisfied munching or licking might be imagined, accompanied by a soft, happy melody. Sudden, spontaneous applause breaks out, then fades. Me too. Jessica laughed, joining in the imaginary treat. Right then, I said, a spark of mischievousness in my voice. Let's try something a little different. How about we do a little role play? Okay, she said, intrigued. The music shifts, becoming slightly mysterious or expectant. A single, questioning word is whispered almost silently, what? Then, perhaps a different musical track starts, more dramatic or suspenseful. A single, sharp word, oh. Applause breaks out again, perhaps slightly more enthusiastic, then fades. Oh, definitely. Jessica exclaimed, clearly enjoying the game. Right, let's begin, I announced, though the specific actions remained delightfully ambiguous in our shared performance. The music returns, perhaps a bit more playful, punctuated by brief, questioning sounds, ah. This sequence repeats a few times, each, followed by a different musical phrase or a brief, non-committal sound, creating a light, teasing rhythm. Then, suddenly, the music shifts again, perhaps becoming more jubilant. A clear, confident word, hey! The music shifts again, perhaps more tender or triumphant. A simple, resonant word, oh! Applause bursts forth, warm and appreciative, perhaps followed by another burst as the scene ends. The music swells gently, a feeling of accomplishment and shared amusement, before fading to a final chord. A final, lingering applause sound effect.